Let's have a look at women's movement in Pakistan, how women attained and achieved their rights and political participation in the new country, Pakistan. 2 women members, the very first achievement were there in the first legislature of Pakistan, Jahan Ara Shah Nawaz and Shaista Ikramullah. In 1948, the budget debate included women's economic rights. There was a discussion on that. Women's activism took place as a consequence. In 1948, the Muslim personal law of Shariat came into effect. The right to inherit property was recognized, and now women could inherit property from their parents. Charter of Women's Rights was developed. Prepared by Jahan Ara Shah Nawaz, it included issues like equality of status and opportunity of women, equal pay for equal work, inheritance rights of Muslim women under the Islamic personal law of Shariat. In 1951, Muslim personal law of Shariat was effective. Women now had the right to inherit agricultural land also, which they previously did not have. In 1956 Constitution, female suffrage for women's reserved seats was allowed. Dual voting rights for both general and reserved seats were there. Women's activism for social welfare had started, and now women were, once the country had been formed, freedom was there, women were working now for social causes also. In 1948, Women's Voluntary Service, WVS, was initiated by Begum Rana Liaquat Ali Khan, who was the wife of the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan. In 1949, APWA, or All Pakistan Women's Association, was formed. In 1954, Karachi Business and Professional Women's Club was established. In 1956, Federation of University Women was formed. 1948, the Democratic Women Association was there. In 1955, the United Front for Women's Rights was established. Other organizations were also established. Some of the significant names were the Family Planning Association of Pakistan, Red Cross Society, Girls Guides Association, and similar organizations. In 1961, the Muslim Family Law Ordinance, MFLO, covering women's rights was there. That included marriage and divorce, child custody, registration of marriage and divorce. उससे पहले हम देखते थे कि लोग शादी को या डिवोर्स को रजिस्टर नहीं करवाते थे. In 1973, the latest constitution was given. The new constitution gave equal status to women. Now, more job openings were available for women. Women could be appointed on all high positions. Even they could be the Prime Minister of the country. Women appointed as governor as a result of, after that constitution, Vice Chancellor of a university, and Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. In 1975, International Women's Year was launched. In 1976, 13-member Women's Rights Committee was set up. Now, by that time, civil society had become very active. They had become active, and women's organizations were being established in the 1970s. Some of our big NGOs that are working for the women's cause even today were established at that time. In 1981, Women's Action Forum was initiated, which was a big milestone event. In 1995, Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto, who was the first Prime Minister in an Islamic country, she represented Pakistan at the 4th World Conference on Women in Beijing. Pakistan acceded to the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW. In the following years, Pakistan ratified international treaties and programs regarding women's protection, health, status, education, and empowerment. Different governments in the country introduced women supportive laws and services. Women protection laws were introduced. Packages to support working women have been introduced and launched. We now see that now our working women are provided with facilities like daycare centers and protection against harassment at workplace and similar facilities and allowances. Today, all organizations in Pakistan are equal opportunity organizations. They are open to all men and women. For any job opening, men and women both are considered eligible. Women have the right to vote and contest elections, whether it is for reserved seats or for an open election. So we see that today women have achieved a number of their rights, a number of the freedom that they had required, for which they had struggled. But in this country, they managed to attain everything that they wanted, but there is still a long way to go. Many more rights to be achieved. A need to be empowered is still there. Women's struggle moved from streets to the legislature. Women are actively involved in civil society organizations. Now, women are forming laws. They are actively participating in the political process, and they are speaking in the legislative assemblies, and they are helping define and formulate new laws for the protection of women and for the empowerment of women.